Well, I guess I'll go first. I graduated from the Daily School, and I always knew I was passionate about business, and especially about the strategy of business, working with the business decisions that go into running a company. And so a great segue into that is the job that I'm in right now as being a business analyst and getting to work with finances and understanding the business decisions behind that. But one thing I really learned in coming to this, like I found this job about a year ago, so 2 years out of graduation, is that there's no one perfect path to that. So I'm passionate about business strategy, but you can get to that in any direction. You can come into the company through accounting and learn about it that way. You can come to the company through marketing. So don't freak out if you have this dream job in mind and you don't get that at first, or you feel like you're in a different direction. Just like I said earlier, keep an open mind. And this is the time of life where you're learning. And we're all getting there. We're just getting there in different directions. So know what you're passionate about, but also know that there are different ways to get there, so to speak.
I'm obviously the teacher on the panel, but I'll be honest, one of the inspirations that I always wanted to be a teacher. I always used to play teacher and line my little stuffed animals up in the newness of opening a new crayon box, and you see all the little crayons that are perfectly aligned and they haven't been used yet, and you haven't torn the paper. There's few people in this world that get a thrill going to Staples going, I get to get new school supplies. Honestly, I've always seen myself as a teacher. Even whenever I was home for 11 years, I was still a teacher. I tutored kids. It's that idea of giving to others. Teaching, you are not going to make the money that you would in a business world. I knew that going into it, but it was a passion that I have for working with students. The school that I teach in is 50% economically disadvantaged and 50% Hispanic, and we have some really needy children. So I'm able to don many hats whenever I go into a classroom, not just an English teacher, but a mom and a mentor, and you can inspire kids, and that's what drove me to teach. English and history just happened to be my passion, and that's where I was able to, those are the mediums that I'm able to communicate through students.
I would build on that and replace every word that starts with teach and put nursing into it, because that's exactly where the path that I took. I really wanted to make a difference in the lives of my patients, their families, and you really do have an opportunity to do that with nursing. Cardiovascular ICU was not my passion. I have been very honest with everyone around me that it's not something that I chose. It kind of chose me. I actually went to nursing school to do hospice and oncology, and so that kind of gives you an idea of how you think you have a path, and it still is my passion, but it's not necessarily the path I'm on right now. So a piece of advice that I can give would be to don't ever lose sight, even though you may take a different road. Don't ever lose sight of what originally brought you to where you are right now. So don't ever let anyone take that away from you, because that's an important piece to keep with you as you travel through these paths.
And I'd like to piggyback on what you're saying is that, well, that may not be, I would eventually like to teach at a college level. And middle school is not where I want to spend the next 20 years of my life. But I'm getting a lot of knowledge where I am right now. And that knowledge will help me later on in what I really want to do. And if I want to do this, I'm going to have the knowledge that I'm gaining right now.
Absolutely. And don't ever take away from this that you're doing now because you're focused on, well, this is really where I want to be, because you're losing some valuable knowledge, and you're making some valuable contacts also. So don't lose sight of that.